Let's take a look at this problem. We want to divide and then simplify. If I can get to my tablet. There we go. And we got x squared minus 2x minus 35 over x squared plus x minus 20 divided by x squared minus 4x minus 21 divided by x squared minus 9x plus 20. And the instructions again are divide and simplify. Now our first step in division is to immediately rewrite as multiplication. So first fraction remains as is. And we're going to rewrite as multiplication. How we do that is we take the reciprocal of the second fraction. We flip it. Top goes to bottom, bottom goes to top. So we'll have x squared minus 9x plus 20 over x squared minus 4x minus 21. Reciprocal means fraction flipped. So now our next step is to factor everything. Step 2. Well, this is PSD. We have x squared x, no number in front of the x squared. This is PSD. X squared x, no number in front of the x squared. This is PSD. X squared x, no number in front of the x squared. I know you're getting tired of hearing that. And PSD one more time. X squared x, no number in front of the x squared. Okay, let's look at the first one. We got x squared minus 2x minus 35. With PSD, we take the number at the end, which is 35, ignoring the sign. And it come up with 3 columns. P for product. Write down all products, give us 35. 1 times 35, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 7. I guess those are the only ones. The S for sum. We add these together. 1 plus 35 is 36. 5 plus 7 is 12. D for difference. Subtract smaller from larger. 35 minus 1 is 34. 7 minus 5 is 2. The number we're looking for is a number in our middle term, which is a 2, which is right here. So we're going to use 5 and 7. Now our larger number that we're using in the P column, which is a 7, is always going to be the same size as the middle term, which in this problem was negative. The number we circled in the difference column, D for different signs, means one will be positive, one will be negative. Since the 7 is negative, then the 5 has to be positive. So this first one factors as x plus 5 times x minus 7. Let's look at this bottom one here. So we got x squared plus x minus 20. PSD, we take the number at the end, ignoring signs, and we're going to come up with our 3 columns. We write down all products give us 20. We got 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. The S column, S for sum, add these together. 1 plus 20 is 21, 2 plus 10 is 12, 4 plus 5 is 9. D for difference, subtract smaller from larger. 20 minus 1 is 19, 10 minus 2 is 8, 5 minus 4 is 1. The number we're looking for is a number on our middle term, which is the invisible 1, which is right here. So I'm going to use 4 and 5. So I got x, 4, x, 5. Now our signs. The larger number in the P column that we're using, which is the 5, will always be the same size as the middle term, which in this problem is 5, or positive, sorry. The number I circled is over in the difference column. D for different signs means one will be positive, one will be negative. Since the 5 is positive, then the 4 will be negative. So this factors as x minus 4 times x plus 5. Okay, this right here. We got x squared minus 9x plus 20. Now we already got 20 here, so I just kind of, again, because we take the number at the end, ignoring the sign. Okay, so we got 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5, 21, 12, 9, 19, 8, and 1. I already went over how to create a table up here, so I wouldn't do it again. Now the number we're looking for is a number in our middle term, which is a 9, which is right here, which means we use 4 and 5. I got 4 there, 5 here. Now our larger number in the P column that we're using, which is the 5, will always be the same sign as the middle term. Middle term is negative, so the 5 will be negative. Now the number we circled is in the S column. S for same signs, both positive, both negative. Since this one's negative, then this one has to be negative. So this one factors as x minus 4 times x minus 5. Okay, our last factoring, we got x squared minus 4x minus 21. PSD again, take the number at the end, which is 21. Again, notice I ignored signs. Write down all products, give us 21. We got 1 times 21, 3 times 7. The S column, we want to add those together. 1 plus 21 is 22, 3 plus 7 is 10. The difference column, subtract smaller from larger. 21 minus 1 is 20, 7 minus 3 is 4. Number we're looking for is the 4, which is right here, which means I'm going to use 3 and 7. Now our larger number in the P column that we're using, which is a 7, will always be the same sign as the middle term, which is negative. Number I circled is over in a difference column, D for different signs. One will be positive, one will be negative. Since the 7 is negative, then the 3 will be positive. So this factors as x plus 3 times x minus 7. Okay, step 3, the fun part. Cancel. Only guideline is one's on top, one's on the bottom, and they're the same. So this x minus 7, I can cancel with this x minus 7. One's on top, one's on the bottom, they're the same. X plus 5, one's on top, one's on the bottom, they're the same. X minus 4, one's on top, one's on the bottom, they're the same. And I guess that's everything that'll cancel, so I'm left with an x minus 5 on top and x plus 3 down below. And that's our answer.